fight fans. So I was just talking about if Kamaru Usman could come back from defeat, can Anthony Joshua come back from this? Because at the end of the day, the guy has lost two in a row. That's two fights in a row. He did not lose by knockout, and he did not lose by devastating fashion. He did get outboxed majority of the rounds. I believe we're looking at 24 rounds because he did face Usyk twice in a row, and boxed them both 12-round fights. And so I would say that's 24 rounds altogether boxing Usyk. And within those 24 rounds, I would like to say Anthony Joshua probably won anywhere between 6, maybe 7, 8 rounds out of all those. Maybe even that's combining both. That's combining both fights. Not in one fight, in both fights. And that says a lot. That says a lot. He definitely did switch up training camps. He definitely fired some people, I believe. He had some people from his old training camp still around, and he still wasn't able to get the job done. So, can he come back from this? It's hard. It's really hard to say because we've seen how he was reacting in that post-fight interview with Usyk in the last outing, and we've seen what he was like in the press conference. The post-fight conference. So it's definitely difficult to say right now because I do believe this really affected him mentally more so than that Andy Ruiz fight. The Andy Ruiz fight was definitely it devastated him because he did get knocked down. He definitely got stopped. But I think he felt like he was able to bounce back from that. I think he felt like, hey, I underestimated this guy and this did not go my way. And he pretty much outboxed Andy Ruiz, got his title back, all is good with the world. But with this one, I think maybe he really felt like that was going to happen again. I really felt like he was so confident, like, you know what, I got this. Just like the Andy Ruiz one, I may have underestimated Usyk that first fight. I'm not going to underestimate him in this fight, and it's going to go my way. And I believed he felt that so much that maybe it got in his head a lot, thinking like, oh, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. This is going to be my round. And it just didn't go his way. And as soon as it didn't go his way, you could see him just getting slowly frustrated and slowly unsure of what to do next. I felt like, he was so used to, being undefeated at that time against Andy Ruiz and coming back and avenging his loss. And things, anytime he was ready to turn things up, it just went the way he wanted it to go. And as he was going through his game plan and it wasn't going his way, it seemed like he was almost like willing to give up, like unsure of himself, unsure of his cardio. Because there was a lot of times I was like, dude, turn it up, like actually let your hands go, because he was doing really good in some rounds. But then he just didn't want to do that. Like he was just, again, like I said, unsure of himself, unsure of his cardio, unsure of his power, because it just wasn't going the way he wanted it to go. So now with that said, I don't know if he can actually really truly bounce back from this. I would like to see him face someone at a lower caliber just to build his confidence back. Like I said, maybe a part 3 with Andy Ruiz. I'm not saying Andy Ruiz is any easy fight because we've seen what can happen in that first fight. And Andy Ruiz has been looking really good against his fight against Chris Arreola last year. But I do feel that's more of a match made for him. And maybe he can start working on different techniques. Now, we're not saying he can never face Usyk again. Anytime soon, probably not. Usyk, it's already, you just lost 2 in a row. It was clear as day. You shouldn't have even won the fights at any of them. There was no way. It was even this, the second fight was a split decision. I definitely did not see that. I do feel like he maybe won 4, possibly 5. That's just being a little generous. But no, in both fights, clear winner, Usyk. So it might be a while. And we can actually see him face some fun fights. We could see him face the likes of, again, part 3, Andy Ruiz. We could see him face this matchup that we actually wanted to see quite a few years ago, him versus Deontay Wilder. That would be another fun one. That would actually be another big fight, a really big heavyweight fight. 2 big names, one guy who is a very powerful but a very high-level boxer, and then you got one guy that is just straight up power. And Deontay Wilder, straight up 100% can knock your head off. He is literally the Francis Ngannou of boxing. So that would definitely be another fun one, another very fun one. But as far as him bouncing back, as far as him being that true great heavyweight, as far as like the Muhammad Ali's, I don't necessarily see it just yet. Who knows? Because Muhammad Ali lost, you know, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, all these guys lost, and it's okay to lose. It just shows how great you want to be. It shows what you're willing to do. It shows that you want to go on there and face these guys who are the very best and put it all on the line. So can he bounce back? Absolutely, if he really wants to. If he really dedicates himself and he really challenges, really puts all the work in that he needs to do to fix all the issues so he could one day possibly go against Usyk again and possibly beat him, then absolutely. But right now, it's a little too early to say. So let me know what you guys think. Can he bounce back, or you think Anthony Joshua's probably done? Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.